What's going on, Internet? Scott here. I'm here with my best good friend, Max Scoville from Rev3 Games.
Oh, hey, Scott.
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
It's good to see you.
You too. It's first time on the show.
It's a nice
yeah, so PlayStation just unveiled the PlayStation 4.
PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
They made the first 3, and now there's a 4th one.
Whoa, who would have
I was
thought?
afraid they were going to call it like PlayStation like Reckoning or something. Like they were going to do a thing where they're 4 it's not an exciting enough number. We had a trilogy, and now we're going to have Reckoning.
Right. Because I thought they were going to do. Everyone was thinking that they might pull an Apple and just be like, no, this is just a PlayStation. But
that's what people are still expecting for the Xbox. I think I was really like there was a nervousness and attention, and I was very relieved when they didn't try and call it the Orbis.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a
or
bad,
the Forbis.
Yeah, that was such a bad name.
That was terrible.
Such a bad name.
Yeah.
But what we did see that we haven't seen, we saw the controller, which has all the touchpad.
It's everything we thought it was. A little bit slicker. You know?
Yeah. Move is still a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. One thing they mentioned that I kind of like, and they said that it's a more I forget the wording they used was, but they're saying that the color on the top is a more sensible way to tell which player is which.
Right.
Which, if you look at the PlayStation 3 controllers and the DualShock 3, they've got the little number, which doesn't help you. You know, so if you can be like, oh, I'm red, I'm blue.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
We also saw games.
Yeah.
What'd you
There's
think?
some games. I'm really excited about Diablo 3. Yeah, that's Diablo 3 on the PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean,
who'd have thunk it?
Well, I mean, when Blizzard came out, I was like, whoa.
Everyone got really excited.
What are you guys doing? And then they said Diablo 3.
They made some kind of obnoxious jokes about how they're not really a console company, and then they were like, and guess what? Here's a game that came out last year.
Yeah. I would have been more excited if it was a reboot of Lost Vikings.
Yeah, no, everyone would have. Rock and Roll Racing. Yeah. But yeah, we saw some little bit more Destiny. We saw a new Killzone. We saw a new Infamous. We saw, I actually surprisingly managed to predict this right beforehand. I totally was like, I think we might see Jonathan Blow with The Witness.
Right,
and everyone's like, are you drunk already? Like, I was like, no, and then he came out, and I think that they're really going after the indie
I
market.
Hope so.
You know?
I hope so. I was also half expecting Jonathan Blow to just look down at everyone and be like, you're terrible.
Well, I love that they had the gruesome twosome of Jonathan Blow, and then they had David Cage from Quantic Dream, and I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Is this press conference going to be on the Criterion Collection?
Well, no. What I did like about his part, not Jonathan Blow, but David Cage, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So my mind I'm just like processing.
He showed a bunch of silent film clips.
But not only that, but he showed off like what is capable with the system in skin mapping and hair. Because that's always something that's been a bugaboo about mine with video games is the hair always looks terrible, and this is the first time where a system is able to render realistic looking hair.
Yeah.
Or at least hypothetically.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird that he's like, everybody, I have a new game coming out, it's got Ellen Page in it. Now here's an old guy's head with some neck flaps on it. And then
well, tech nerd like me, like a tech nerd with that, I was looking at the lighting, I was going, oh my God, yes, finally.
No, Sony started off right off the bat. They were like, let's make people know that we are not just messing around. We want to show off like the technical aspects. It's kind of a PC, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a PC. I mean, that kind of stuff.
Which is good.
It's good.
Because people make stuff for it.
It's good, but I was also a little disappointed, and I think I'm just gonna have to grow up. Because when we used to see console launches like the SNES to Nintendo 64 is just a gigantic leap.
Yeah.
And then, PS1 to PS2 or PS2 to PS3, just huge leaps. And then this is like a tinier jump, but it can do more and it'll be better as time goes on.
Well, there's the one really big huge thing is Gaikai.
Yes.
That's the big leap, I think, is making the jump to cloud, which I'm not really crazy about myself, but the idea of being able to play a game as it's downloading.
I think that's amazing. That's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
That is the
or just to play a demo without having to wait for it.
Yeah. No, that was the moment where I was like, yes, I want this now, because even on iPhone, when I want to play a game, I download it and I have to wait for it to finish. And this is something that I've been doing. They've been doing with movies. They're capable to do it with movies. The second you start a movie, it'll start playing and download as it goes. Haven't been able to do that for games. Very excited for that.
Yeah. Also, to see how that works.
Also excited to explore the whole like jump into a game as you're playing it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You just get your friend in there, and then of course there's it is recording video, kind of in real time halfway kind of thing, and you can just hit the share button.
Yeah, and then you can take over for someone too.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to see some interesting stuff with that. Also, we saw Watch Dogs, which people are really excited about, and they've there's some stuff going on there that I feel like is just the tip of the iceberg, that they're really not showing the fact that I think this might be the kind of thing where there's persistent online, and as opposed to that being the crappiest thing, they're actually going to make it so that it's sort of what was the word they used for Destiny? A persistent.
Was it a persistent social?
Something integrated social.
I don't know.
Yeah, social network shooter. I don't know. Something like
Buzzwords.
that. Yeah, integrated.
Yeah.
Integrated.
I believe it was social integrated shooter.
Yes, something like that.
Something along those lines. Don't quote me. I'm not a newsman.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's thanks for coming by, Max.
Yeah, totally, man.
Really, really stoked. You can catch Max. What are you on? 3 times a day? 3 times a week over at Rev 3 Games.
Yeah, well, no, Rev 3 Games, we just crank stuff out when it's ready. Yeah. Rev 3 Games is we do reviews, we do previews, we do events, we sit around a table and drink beer and talk about video games. We do all that kind of stuff, and then of course there's the Destructoid Show, which is Tuesdays and Fridays, and that's youtube.com/dtoid.
Yep. Yeah, you can do that. You can also listen to me and Max on our own show, The Comedy Button.
Don't tell them about that one.
I won't tell them. We do a show every week. Don't look for it on iTunes at all. All right, for TFN, I'm Scott Bromley saying I'm so happy Max is here.
It's
so
nice.
happy.
We get the gang back together.
Get in the bang. Whoa. Freudian slip. It's a big day here at PlayStation Land. It's already happening.
I'm gone.
Bye, Max.
Now I'm going to take this microphone with me.
That was it.